Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bwaaa!
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Bwaaa,
Bwaaa.
a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. I am Mike.
And I'm Rusty.
Rusty, we have had chaotic couple of weeks here.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild.
We did a live show for the first time at RugCon 23.
We did.
I think it went pretty well. We released that to everybody. We're not like some of those podcasts that make you pay to listen to our live shows.
No, not yet.
We are not yet. We are for the people, by the people, and something else. So
yeah, no, we do appreciate you guys.
we are back to our almost our normal rotation.
Yeah,
here.
we're almost back in normal rotation. So we
Right.
did. You're gonna miss a episode of content. We're gonna hit y'all with another Friday mix up.
Yeah.
we did say last time that was supposed to be the Friday episode, but we figured we'd turn it into a Monday
It's been-
episode. We're
it's
trying to
been-
get everything back on track.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so we're gonna keep it on track with the Friday.
I think that is one thing that we miscalculated in this show is we thought we would be able to just boom, 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 knock them out. You know.
Yeah, but
And
it happens.
Boy,
where
oh
we
boy,
can't-
life catches up with you, and then all of a sudden you've got a live show, and then you need content, and so it's been something else. But this is our promise to you guys: we are not stopping. We are continuing the train here.
Oh yeah,
and,
nothing's stopping. We're just right. We just had a stutter step.
Yeah, so
it ain't even
next-
really a stutter step.
No,
Our numbers are great.
no.
We're
Actually,
doing
it
great.
was an addition.
Yeah, we're doing great. That live
so-
stuff was cool.
So starting Monday,
everybody liked it.
oh yeah,
that responded to me about it.
good. I think starting Monday we'll get back into season 3, episode 12. It's the football one.
Yeah, the episode with what's his name, Coach Sowers.
Yeah.
And Salt Tablet.
Like you
and
said, Salt Tablet.
chasing
yeah.
kids with
Yeah.
big square body Buicks.
It's a good episode.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a good one. It
But
I don't know. It speaks on the culture of
Yes.
football culture.
With football culture in
And,
Texas,
and the
definitely.
weird
Yeah.
and like how and it's weird too because I don't think that any athlete should be like because they try to call them sissies and stuff like that for playing soccer. Like
Sure.
grew up with that mentality, but I'm from England, so when I was a kid, like the coolest people are soccer players. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was like this
absolutely.
weird.
Tough
I don't know. It's
guys,
just really
man.
weird.
You talk about athletes.
I mean, they got to run for 90 minutes straight. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
it's not a hard. I mean, it's not an easy task playing any professional athletic sport.
Yeah, but that one, man, that is the most running in any sport. I mean, that
Yeah, they
is-
run.
That's like the
That-
Grand Prix.
Like them and hockey. I feel like that the whole game. It's just go.
Hockey especially, boy, they use their entire body. You know,
Yeah,
I can't
for
even
sure.
imagine
Yeah,
how
I
they
don't know,
feel
it's
after
crazy.
a really rough game. So we thought we'd do something a little different for this Friday, and there's been a few of these out there where people have talked about these sort of things, but we're gonna go to our play pretend world where we can make a live action
action
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. Yeah.
So we're gonna cast a live action King of
And
the
I've
Hill.
got some really good ones too. I've got
Good.
some like left field ones for especially for Hank, with the
Sure.
patriarch of the universe of King of the Hill. I'll
think-
let you go first with it though. I want to know what you have in mind for Hank.
I think we start maybe a little lower.
Okay,
and maybe
where do
we
we start?
end with Hank.
Okay.
All
right, where do we
let's
start?
build our way up. So, if we were going to start with, let's say the Susanusen phones.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got Min and we've got Khan. And I forget the actor's name, but
Ken Young
yeah, there you go.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't
I know
know
exactly who
I
you're
don't know
talking
who
about.
else you would cast.
from Community.
Yes.
The guy who's the actual. He's
Oh.
actually. The crazy thing about him is not only is he a world-renowned comedian and actor,
He was a
he is
doctor.
an actual doctor.
He's an actual
he
doctor.
still actually carries an actual practice license. Like he could actually go practice medicine if he wanted to.
You know, the thing that kills me is he does a commercial about dry eyes. Have you ever seen the dry eye commercial he does?
He's got a dry eyes commercial. Are you talking about like the Ben Stein?
Well, yeah, it's like it's not even that. It's like prescription dry eyes drops.
Okay.
And so he's the guy that walks into the doctor's office, and always has that, "Oh, great, you're saving my life" look on his face,
Yeah,
because of some medical miracle or whatever. I just think it's weird. And then to see him on Masked Singer, I think is odd. But the guy does not turn down jobs.
No, he doesn't. He does a lot of stuff.
If anybody offers him a job, he takes it.
Yeah,
So
he does
I
a lot
don't-
of stuff for sure.
I don't think there would be a lot of convincing here to try to find him or try to convince him to be Khan.
No, I don't think they would take much.
So men, yeah.
I don't know.
So I think
I like Ali Wong, I think is her name.
Comedian.
Always Be My Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe her, or I don't know, if you wanted somebody more renowned, I guess, than her, maybe Lucy Liu. I was trying to think of Asian actresses.
Yeah, I think that maybe Lucy is a little, and I don't mean this bad, but I mean she's a little older at this point now, right? And so you might need someone a little.
Well, no, remember now. Well, if you're doing a live action,
Well, that's true. I guess if you're,
it'd be different. It'd be a little
yeah,
different.
I guess if you're doing it as current,
I
I
think
mean,
she could still pull off somebody in their mid to late 40s.
if you don't necessarily care about age,
How old is Lucy Liu? Let's actually we could be dating her.
she's 72 years old. No, I have
72.
no idea.
I don't either. I'm gonna look it up real fast. She was born in 1968.
There's well, there you go. See?
Well, there you go.
So
Yeah, she's a little older than I thought
she's
she
a
was.
year older than I am.
Yeah.
The other one.
Well, you could pass for late 40s, so I mean, it would work. So I feel like if you could pass for your late 40s, she could pass for her
You're
late
53.
40s.
You could pass for 51. So there's also Michelle Yeoh. I think I'm saying that correctly. That was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. She's phenomenal, and more of a dramatic actor.
Yeah.
But she would definitely be good at something like that. Did you see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I never saw that one.
Yeah, it is. It's a heck of a movie.
There was I'm
it's
trying
a
to think
lot.
of this other actress.
Lot of movie.
What was she in? Hold on. Let me find her. Her name is Constance Wu. She was in. There was a television comedy called Fresh Off the Boat that she was in.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's fantastic. She's funny as hell.
She's really, really funny.
You know the funny thing about her is she's got such a straight face. Like she does not break.
No. She doesn't
jokes and
break.
stuff.
No, that's perfect for men because men is real dry.
Yeah. That would be very good. Just be able to call people hillbillies and stuff. I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Sandra Oh.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about Sandra Oh.
Maybe Sandra Oh.
So let's go with John Redcorn now.
Oh, John Redcorn.
This one is a little tough. John Redcorn because
Lou Diamond Phillips. I think Lou Diamond Phillips, or even the voice actor for him, Victor Aaron.
Yeah.
Go look at what he looks like, and because I think he is native, so I think that would be not Victor Aaron was the The original guy that played him.
Okay.
The very first guy that passed away or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like
He'd be
he
tough
would
to
have
get
been,
now.
but yeah, he would have been
Yeah.
tough to get. Jonathan Joss, I don't know what he looks like though. Let's see.
So while you're looking that up, there is a guy named Zahn McLaren, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, but he is in Reservoir Dogs. Have you seen any of Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, I've seen Mr. Pink.
Not Reservoir Dogs, sorry, Reservation Dogs.
Oh no, I've never seen Reservation Dogs.
So it's on FX, and it is about Native American culture on a reservation. And it's about these kids and how they're trying to get out of there. Anyway, he plays the cop in the town, and he's not the biggest guy in the world, so you might have to do some creative stuff with that, have him stand on a box and things like that. But you talk about a guy who is a very good actor and looks a little John Redcornish.
Oh, you're talking about the you know what he was in? He was in a show I watched, Longmire.
Oh yeah.
That
He was in
whole, I
Longmire.
watched that whole show, and he was in
He's
it.
in Longmire.
Yeah.
He's in that new one called Dark Winds. Or
I
whatever.
loved him in
Yeah,
Longmire.
yeah.
He was awesome because he kind of Zane McLaren. That's his name, right? Zane McLaren. Yeah, because he kind of rode the line like between what he thought was right and then what was right on the white side of the law, as they call it
too. He's a super straight up guy too.
There's another one.
And can be super funny by being just playing that straight man. You know.
There's another one that's I feel like is kind of underrated here that would be really good. His name is Adam Beach. He played what's his name? Kickin' Wing. He was the guy who sold Joe Dirt fireworks.
Oh,
that guy. He could play. I think he could do John Redcorn. He also played. He played Corporal Ira Hayes in Flags of Our Fathers. He was Ben Yazzie in Wind Talkers. So he. I don't want to just relegate him to. I don't want to relegate him to being, Joe Dirt guy, because he's much more than that. He was actually on Walker Texas Ranger too. He was a guy named Tommy.
Wow, Walker Texas Ranger. That's going back quite a bit. New one or old one?
Oh,
wasn't there a new one?
No, this is definitely the old one. He was born in 1972, so it's definitely the old one.
Okay.
Yeah, he was probably a teenager.
I love this episode because it makes me feel old as hell. It's fantastic.
So, Mike, we've got another St. Angeles candle to burn today. St. Angeles. We've got St. Germain.
St. Germain?
Yeah.
Hardly knew him.
STJGERMAIN. So this is I don't know. It's a very.
I don't know that saint.
It's a manly.
It's a new one.
It's a manly smell.
Yeah.
Here.
It is. It is a little. I smell.
I don't know. I smell the blackberry. I smell like a berry, a black currant, like a current smell. And it's funny because black currant in England they have a black currant concentrate drink called Ribena that I used to drink a lot as a kid.
Sure.
So it's kind of got a hint of that smell in there too.
It sounds like what people in a depressed, water-laden country would drink.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good stuff actually. And then I can smell a hint of patchouli. I don't know. It's a very manly scent.
It is a little manly.
For all of you lady listeners,
I can feel the hair on my chest growing.
It's reminiscent of the cologne that you would, spray on your pillow from your significant other, or
on your boyfriend's shirt,
or the hoodie that you stole.
Mm-hmm. On your dog's collar.
The fragrance of men's body odor mixed with cologne.
Fragrance of men's body odor. Yum.
Nah, it smells great. It's a great smelling candle.
It is really good though. I mean,
it's a very manly scent. So I like it.
This thing reminds me a little bit of the miracle of the oils too, though. It's been burning for about 7 days.
Yeah, her candles burn really, really well. I like how they burn. They burn real evenly. Everything just, I don't know. You got to let it after you buy one and you clip clip your wick. You let it burn for 2 hours or whatever, and it's just great.
You got to clip your wick?
You always clip the wick on every candle you buy.
I don't clip a wick.
Well, you're messing up your candles.
How am I messing up the candles if I don't clip the wick?
Well, you have to clip the wick because if you light the wick, it just the wick burns until it settles out, right? So you cut it so it doesn't have all that extra heat and stuff, and uneven for your. It's uneven. It'll burn your candle weird and uneven.
I've never read that on the instructions, but I will start
It does.
clipping my wicks.
Even on the dollar store
It's
candles,
charcoal.
if you look on the bottom of a dollar store candle, it'll say clip X amount of the wick before burning.
Clip the wick.
So these are not dollar store candles. These are very, very good candles that you can find
so
at
you especially have to clip the
Saint-Angeles.com
wick here. Saint-Angeles.com
/candles.
/candles.
And if you use the creator code KOTH20, you'll get a slight discount on those candles. And we appreciate everybody that's already bought candles from her
Yeah,
using
man.
our code.
She's been selling some candles.
She has let me know that you guys actually bought some candles. So
You
we
know what she's
appreciate that.
doing? You know what we're helping her do? Make the world a better smelling place.
It does, because before we burnt this candle, my guts are tore up right now.
Smelled
and
like ass in here.
I was just dropping, like toots, like real nasty
dropping
toots.
toots.
Dropping real nasty toots.
If you drop toots,
Mason
think
could smell it through the glass.
Saint-Angeles.
So that was great. So yeah, everybody, saint-angeles.com /candles. If you hurry up and order them, you might be able to get it for Christmas. Don't hold me to it because I don't know what the shipping time is. But either way, if you can't get it for Christmas, get it after Christmas. Get it, if you get your tax income check coming in, go and just splurge on that.
Get 'em.
They do not accept EBT, unfortunately, right now, but I heard that it's in the works.
I was at a gas pump yesterday and something popped up and said they now take Wix, WEX. I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know what that is either.
But St. Angeles does not take Wix.
They don't take Wix,
Right.
but they have Wix on deck.
Clip your Wix.
Clip your Wix.
That's right. All right, St. Angeles, great candles. Go buy one.
Saint-Angeles.com /candles, code KOTH20.
So let's move on to Boomhauer.
Okay, Boomhauer.
So I think everybody immediately,
unanimous.
I think everybody immediately thinks of
Matthew McConaughey.
All right. But I am here to suggest a couple of different names.
Okay.
So one, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one I'll take that one.
And then the other one that I'm thinking of is John C. Reilly. But I think John C. Reilly could play more of a Bill character.
Yeah, I feel like
think
he'd
you
be more good with
could.
Bill.
Now, if you pull John C. Reilly or I think you could bend him into Boomhauer just because of him playing Dr. Whatever his
I'll
name
go
is.
even crazier on it then.
Go.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel
Really?
Craig as Boomhauer.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that.
That's like saying that's almost like saying Idris Elba as Cleveland Brown.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's
that's
almost
huge.
the same. But
Yeah.
I feel like Daniel Craig, like the facial features and the structure of his face, because he's got a very chiseled, very shapely jaw.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's
he
true.
cleaned up that English accent and put a lot of dangled on it, and he could probably do that.
So I'm gonna throw another one in there real quick. Octavio, which is not on. He's not on King of the Hill a whole lot.
Danny Trejo.
But it's Danny
Yeah,
Trejo
it's gotta be his voice.
doing the voice anyway.
The voice
so
actor would have to do the voice.
You don't have to go too far on that one.
No, I think
Now-
he's modeled after Danny Trejo, actually.
Now, if you were to, what do you do about Lucky? Because if you're trying to replace Tom Petty, you got a real problem there.
Hold on. Who just played Tom Petty in that movie? Tom Petty movie. There was some Tom Petty movie that just recently came
Oh,
out.
jeez, I didn't know there was a Tom Petty movie. I would watch a Tom Petty movie. You find out what that Tom Petty movie is, and I'm watching that Tom Petty movie tonight.
I don't know. I can't find anything.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I thought there was a movie with Tom Petty, but I would say Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, maybe Dwight. I think Dwight's a little old.
He's a little old now,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm still thinking.
But I mean, who's Luann if he's
Well, you got to think he is older. Like
I get
I'm
it, yeah.
aging people up, and I probably shouldn't,
Yeah.
but I'm aging them up to
Well, I
what
think
they
you
would
would
be
almost
now.
have to.
Yeah.
You know?
So Dwight Yoakam, yeah, he is aged up, but Lucky would be bald, and if Lucky would go bald, he would still keep the skullet. Like Dwight Yoakam, he still keeps the long hair, and he's
So,
bald on top.
There are a couple people out there that mention Dax Shepard as Lucky.
I could see that. I could see Dax Shepard
Yeah.
as Lucky.
He's got that goofy bit about him. I think if he slowed down his drawl just a little bit, and got a little Lucky-ish, I think
Yeah, I
that
could
might
see
be a
that.
decent,
Yeah,
might be a
yeah.
decent one. Okay, so we've mentioned Lucky, so that means we have to move on to Luann.
And again, I would say the voice actress, but we're not afforded that
No, Brittany
opportunity
Murphy.
anymore,
Yep.
unfortunately. But Margot, is it Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie?
Yes,
If
Margot
she can-
Robbie, I think would be good.
Margot Robbie would be
Robbie.
very good. If she can play Barbie, I think she can probably play Luann. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, I think she'd be really good at it. I'm trying to think of somebody else, maybe. I don't know. I don't think of any of that. There's nobody else that really just comes to my mind other than her for that role.
I do kind of like Margot Robbie, though. That's not bad at all.
Or I'm trying to think of her name. She was in. She was just recently. She was in some TV show on Fox. I can't even remember the name of it. But her sister was like rich, and she wasn't. She went to live with her sister and her sister's kids when her husband and her got arrested for like embezzling money or something. I can't remember the name of the show.
You know who else? The girl from
What's that show called?
the girl from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's her. That's the girl I'm talking about.
Because she was
That's
on
the
a show
TV
called The Mac. That's the one you're talking about, The Mac. Was it The Mac?
Yeah. I think that's what it's called. The Mac.
where she went and lived in that big mansion or whatever, and it ends up burning down and all that because the kids are terrible and all of that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the one.
yeah.
That's the one.
Is it The Mac? Maybe it's not The Mac.
I don't know. It's
Anyway,
it's something.
It was
but I know
a
who you're
very
talking
good
about.
show. It was a very funny show. It's one of those shows that I felt like if it were on HBO or if it were on FX or something, it would still be on.
Probably would still be on.
You know, it's on a regular TV station. And
What's
so,
her name?
of course, that
Always
sucks.
Sunny, right? That's
Yeah.
what she's on.
There's also Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, yeah, she could play that. I mean, her name's Caitlin Olsen.
Yes, Caitlin Olsen. Is she related to the Olsens? The
Uh,
Olsen twins? Because there's a lot of
don't-
those
or
Olsens out
is
there.
that her name on the show? No, that's her
No,
actual
no,
name. Her
it's
name's
Caitlin Olsen,
D'Angelo
yeah.
on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think she could play a good Luann.
She's
I think
a bird.
she should
She
play
looks like a
Luann.
bird.
Yeah.
Were you a big Always Sunny fan?
No, actually, I've probably not watched the full episode.
Really?
Yeah, I need to.
I would suggest to all of our listeners to please start with episode 1 and begin watching.
I need to.
Danny DeVito is not on it when it begins. He is brought in the second season as her dad, her and her brother's dad, and then it is that show to me is it feels very English to me. It feels like a very BBC type
like a
comedy.
BBC comedy, yeah.
Because it gets so grimy. It just like I have never seen anything like it on American TV.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah, I got to give it its due.
It's very good. Now it is kind of played its hand, you know, and it's kind of played out at this point, but it's still very funny. I'll watch it no matter what.
Yeah, I need to. My sister's seen it and she's recommended it,
Excellent
but
show.
I never have.
The one where they try crack. Oh, that's the best one. The best one.
I'll have to try that one.
That
Not
one-
crack, but that episode.
Well, yeah, don't try crack. There's one with crack, and then there's one where they talk about racism, and they all turn black for a little bit, and then it's like a musical or something.
Oh,
It just
wow.
goes off the friggin' rails.
Yeah, I have to check it out.
But it's all done so well. Like, I don't know how you get offended at that show because it lampoons everyone.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, that's what the point
It's
of it is.
just so
yeah.
very good. Yeah. Okay, so we got those all taken care of. Here's a tough one. Dale. Who we throwing in Dale's hat?
Dale, Randy Quaid.
Okay. Again, a little old. I'm gonna suggest somebody, and this is one of my well, there's two guys.
Johnny Depp.
I love Bill Hader.
Okay, yeah, Bill Hader. I like Bill Hader.
I could see Bill Hader doing that.
I could see that. Yeah.
And then because I think Bill Hader is really good at characters.
For sure. Yeah,
have
he
you-
definitely is.
Have you ever seen his Vincent Price that he did on SNL?
No, I never seen. I didn't see a lot of his SNL, but I've seen most of the stuff he's done in movies.
Oh,
I need to watch his SNL stuff.
his Vincent Price is fantastic. I love watching him. So he does this like it's like a 50s type 50s 60s type you know when they used to have those star-studded shows where it'd be like Liberace hosting or something and all his friends
Yeah,
would
I
come
know what you're
over and
talking
it's
about.
Christmas time or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. Well, they did the same thing, but it was it was Halloween, and so so good. So there is another guy, and I think you could possibly get a David Spade in there.
Yeah, maybe he might be too short.
David Spade could be too short. I think height is a problem here for us.
Yeah, I think
on a lot
David
of these
Spade.
folks.
David Spade might be a little too short because I don't know. I'll give him his credit. I feel like he's about 6 foot. I feel like at least at the base level height, all of them are 6 foot. With Hank being maybe a little taller.
Dana Carvey.
Okay.
I can see Dana
I'll take
Carvey kind of being him. If you wanted to go younger, then I think, even though I hate it,
Well, I like I said, I'll say it again. Johnny Depp in the Fear and Loathing, like
That's
how
true.
like how he looked in Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
I feel like that because Hunter S. Thompson is the base for both.
That's
of
true.
course, not just the base for Fear and Loathing. He wrote the damn thing, but he's the base for Dale too. So I feel like that would be a good one.
I'm actually watching another Hunter S. Thompson movie now called
Which one?
Fear and Loathing in Aspen. Or I think it's Aspen. It's some Colorado town. It's another one of his stories. I didn't know this thing existed. I was just flipping through Hulu one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. He's got a Motorcycle Diaries too.
No. What I meant is I didn't know they had made a movie out of this.
Oh, okay.
So this is when he was in Colorado, and in Colorado he runs up against a lot of
Oh, I'm watching that one tonight.
crap, and
Ooh,
so
5 out of 6 though. Ooh,
it's okay.
5 out of 10.
He ends up running for sheriff.
Jay
And so-
Bolger, he could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Egerton, is that his name? The one
Yeah.
that played Elton John.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
guy.
He's short though too.
Is he
Yeah.
another height issue?
What do you know? Will Forte?
Will Forte.
He was on SNL also, about the same time.
Oh, I have to look him
Yeah.
up. I
Will
don't
Forte was
recognize
in a show
name.
called Last Man on Earth. And
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
he could probably do.
he would be very good.
He could probably
Yeah,
do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
you
he
put
would
those
be
glasses
more
on
of
him.
Eustace.
Yeah, maybe.
He might be Eustace. Yeah.
I just love
I don't
Will
know.
Forte.
I like him.
think he's nuts, and so I
I recognize his voice probably more than him.
Oh, he's so good. Yeah.
Scoob and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. All
Some
that
of
stuff.
his stuff on SNL is some of the best stuff that's ever been done. You know what's so weird, and this has nothing to do with this live action King of the Hill, but I was watching. Do you know the Sweaty Balls skit they did on SNL?
Oh yeah.
So
I
it's
know
big
what you're talking
Alec Baldwin.
about. Yeah. I
And
know
so
what you're talking
now
about.
watching stuff with Alec Baldwin all of a sudden is weird. You know, with him.
Oh, the
in
whole
the rust and
situation
shooting
that he's
somebody
got
and all
going
that
on.
stuff.
Yeah. You know they're trying to they're gonna charge him with manslaughter, or they have charged him with
attempted
manslaughter.
Yeah, like 2 charges.
Yeah.
Okay, and that really sucks because that screws up one of my all-time favorite movies, which is Glengarry Glen Ross,
Oh, okay.
based on
Yeah.
the David Mamet play,
Yeah.
which I just love, and Alec Baldwin is like the bad guy in that movie.
You can still watch it. I won't tell anybody.
Well, I appreciate that. I still will, but it's just weird now. You know,
it
when
is.
stuff
It's
like
different.
that happens, it's
yeah,
so weird.
it is. It's like listening to an R. Kelly song. You know,
Mhm.
just can't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because all you can think about is him peeing on people. So one last one for Dale Gribble would be Michael Rucker.
Okay.
He was on Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy. And so I think he has the right tone, has the right structure. He might be the perfect guy. I mean, when you look at his face compared to Dale,
Yeah, he could.
I think he could really pull it
Yeah,
off.
he could.
Yeah.
Or the guy who played Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, that guy in The Matrix.
Oh yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Oh God, he looks like him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
He could
He
kind of.
actually
He could
looks
kind of
like
do it.
him.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
And then the guy who
Yeah.
played what's the guy's name that played the Terminator in the Terminator? The cop, the T-1000. Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Shit, I used to be able to pull his name, and I can't.
Yeah,
now.
I used to know his name too. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now.
Damn, he's
but
been in so much.
Yeah, he's
too.
been in a lot of stuff.
So many things. Boy, T2 really put him on the map, didn't it?
But
I mean,
him,
I know
yeah.
he worked hard before that, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
good
but
God.
it helped him out. It didn't hurt. But yeah,
Okay.
him. I think he could too.
Who are we missing? Let's say Bill.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to my John C. Reilly.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Who is that?
He played in Super Troopers 2.
Oh,
Yeah, he was the bigger guy in Super Troopers 2.
anybody that was in Super Troopers, I'm fully on board with.
He was also a security guard in a movie called Richard Jewell.
Oh
You
yeah,
heard- you
yeah,
heard that one?
yeah,
Yeah.
from the Atlanta bombing. Yeah.
Yeah. He was in that. So
Huh. Well, that might work, I guess. I don't know. When I think of Bill,
Stephen Root could play Bill. He really could.
wouldn't that be funny?
I think he could play Bill. He
Yeah.
could play Bill, and he could also probably play Buck Strickland because the scene in Oh Brother Where Art Thou
Yeah.
with the radio and
Yeah.
all that, singing to that tin can. I feel
As
like
the blind guy.
he
yeah,
could
the blind
play
DJ.
Buck.
Yeah.
Because that's Buck's voice pretty much. You can hear it.
I think you could also throw a John Goodman in there for Buck.
Yeah, you could.
John's not as big as he used to be, and but he is such a good character.
He's
actor.
animated.
Oh, he's such a good
Yeah.
character.
Or what's that one guy's name? He got arrested for a DWI here recently. He was on The Office and all that. He's the guy who's kind of bald, real rambunctious, like, whip my dick out at the Christmas
you're
party.
talking
That guy, all crazy. He's all really rambunctious.
Shoot, he was.
We were talking about it when he got his DWI.
He
we
was an
talked about
Anchorman.
it. Yeah, that guy. The guy, he's just real wild and profane most of the time in the movies that he's in.
Yeah, he's basically always the same character.
Yeah, it's just the same guy, just a southern, really profane businessman of some sort. And that's what Buck
He
is.
could
is a-
definitely play.
I feel like he could.
100%. David Koechner or Keckner.
Keckner. Yeah, David Keckner. Yeah, David Keckner.
Yeah, he could definitely.
Yeah, he
and
could do it.
honestly, now that I'm looking at this, Luann, Christina Applegate.
Oh yeah, she could. Yeah, she could play it. Maybe Jennifer Love Hewitt, please be on our show. There you go.
Jennifer Love Hewitt could definitely play.
I think she
Luann.
could. I think she could play Luann.
Yeah.
And if not Luann, she could play. She could play maybe Peggy because she's probably a little older now.
Okay, so let's
No,
talk
she
about
could be
Peggy. Peggy's a tough one.
I think Kathy. Kathy. I can't pronounce her last
Najimy?
name. Najimy. I think that she could now. She could play a live action Peggy. I think.
I want you to look at
Yes,
this
you could.
picture. I've got two pictures side by side here,
Oh yeah.
and you tell me what you think. It's Laura Dern
From
Jurassic Park,
From Jurassic.
and all that. But I've got a picture of her.
I got to even. It might be the same one. Let me see. You show me first. Oh no! Now look at the picture of her here.
oh yeah, man.
Yeah, there
Come
you
on.
go.
Laura
That's-
Dern. Is,
I think so. I think she could put some glasses on her. She could be. She could definitely.
But it could
definitely look like
also
her.
just be Kathy Najimy. I think
I
that
think
would
she
be
could do
very
it.
good casting.
Well, especially now that we're
Kathy
talking
Najimy's
about an
very
older
funny.
Peggy Hill. We're talking about a Peggy Hill that's not doing high kicks anymore or nothing like that. Like we're talking about an age. We're talking about Grandma Peggy Hill.
Grandma. Peggy
Well,
Hill.
that's what for
Yeah.
for the revival. It would be she's at that age. Bobby could have had a kid at 18, 19, 20
Sure.
years old.
Sure.
Luann already has a kid, so she's a surrogate grandmother to that kid already.
That's true. I guess that.
Because after her and Lucky have a baby, her and Hank are like surrogate grandparents, even though they're great. It's a great niece.
Well, that's very true. That's very true. What's the Stephen King movie with shoot, the one in the snow? No, don't say The Shining. So the movie Misery with James Caan and Kathy Bates. I think Kathy Bates would make a fine. Peggy
Kathy
at
Bates,
this
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Kathy Bates, I think, has that same Kathy Najimy. I think they're kind of in the same category as far as looks and the way that they speak and how deep they get into a character.
Yeah, they
and
could.
stuff.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
I think Kathy Bates would be
I'll
be
take that.
decent
You know who
Peggy.
could have played a good Luann? Lauren Boebert.
Who's that?
That's the politician from. She's the crazy one from Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
the one that walks around with the pistol on her hip in Congress.
Okay, so we got a choice here, and you tell me which way you want to go. You want to go with Bobby, or you want to go with Cotton?
Cotton would be tough because
Cotton is tough.
There's nobody that's that short.
Well, there's a lot of people say Danny DeVito right away, but I don't think Danny DeVito fits that mold.
No, Danny DeVito doesn't.
Yeah.
There's nobody I really can think of that's that's height challenged that could play that role. I really don't know. I don't have one for that one.
Yeah, that would be a tough one. Again, I think
But a grown up Bobby, Jonah Hill, that's like my one and only option for a grown up Bobby. I feel like Jonah Hill would be epitomized like a chilled out, like calm Bobby, which was what I think Bobby will be when he's older, is chilled out and calm and maybe more fine tuned instead of just being off the wall.
So I want to solve this cotton problem though.
Okay.
So
Well, who do you have in mind?
I don't really have anybody in mind. That's my
Yeah,
problem.
it's tough.
Right?
Yeah, it's tough. It's
Cotton
it's a tough one to.
Cotton's a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
I'm just trying to think of like short actors. You know.
Yeah, well, there's not many that are
not
that
a
short.
ton of them. You know, if you really dressed him up, you might be able to get away with. Who was I thinking of? Shit. I was thinking Charlie Day, but that's Always Sunny, and he's too young for that. But then I was also thinking there's a guy named Dan Fogler. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's definitely somebody who could play him. But, you know, honestly, what if you were to shorten and age up Zach Galifianakis?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like that's just really a hard one
Cotton's
to fill.
a tough
Cotton
one,
is.
man.
They would have to CGI animate him in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the entire movie is live action except for
Cotton Hill, because he's not real. He's not real. He's really not. He's not
true.
real. That's the
tough.
most unreal part of the show is him. I feel like what you would get from that is he would have to be dead and a figment of everybody's imagination at that point. They see Cotton Hill and they think about him, and that's what you see is you see the animated character of Cotton Hill, and that's their memory of him, because I don't think he would be alive for a live action.
Well, that's true. I guess if you were doing it as of now,
if we were like if we're
alive,
updating
yeah.
the show to current times and aging everybody up for continuity or whatever, he would be dead.
It's just so hard to think of like little old men that could play Cotton. Little old
really
ornery men. You know, I don't know who it would
I don't
be.
want to do it to him, but what about damn, what the hell, Robert Duvall?
Robert
Kind of at the
Duvall.
knee, Robert Duvall, or damn, who's another one? I'm trying to think of another guy. Robert Duvall. I don't know. I think Robert Duvall would do.
Robert Duvall's a tough one. Yeah, that would be hard.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so I have a weird one for you here. Let's say we do Cotton, but we do a little bit of a. I've seen this woman play men before.
Yeah, for sure.
She played Sean Spicer on SNL, and she's done a couple of other things.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So what if you did Melissa McCarthy and made her a little old bald man, and you made her Cotton?
I don't know. Maybe.
That wouldn't be bad, would it?
Maybe that'd be funny. Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be pretty badass,
That would be
honestly.
that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna go for it, you go for it full bore. There's also a guy named Matt Lucas who is, I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, and if you're not, you should go watch Little Britain,
Okay.
a TV show from the BBC. It's Matt Lucas and another guy, and I can't even remember the other guy's name, but it is a character-driven comedy. Like there's these little vignettes, right? Little character things, and they follow these characters throughout the show.
Yeah.
Matt Lucas is so damn
I'll have
funny.
to check.
on
I'll have
that.
to check that out.
Little
yeah.
Britain. Yeah.
Little Britain.
Anybody who loves British comedy, go check out Little Britain. It is excellent. They also did a follow-up series, Little America, where the British characters came to America and they
Oh,
followed
cool.
it up. Yeah,
No, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah,
kinda
that sounds
cool.
great.
okay, so I think, have we done it? With the
Yeah, I think we're
exception
at
of Hank?
we're all the way to Hank. I think for characters that matter.
Oh,
for
we
the
didn't do
show.
Bobby.
We didn't do Bobby.
You gave one Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah, an aged up Bobby would definitely be that. But if you're talking about like a young Bobby,
Yeah.
the kid who played in the new It movies,
Yeah,
the heavier
that's what
set
a lot of
kid in
people
the
are
new It
saying. That
movies.
Jeremy Ray Taylor is his name.
Jeremy Ray Taylor. Yeah, I could
that
see that.
kid.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, he could definitely be Bobby. I don't think Bobby. You know, as weird as it sounds, Bobby wouldn't be as hard to cast. I don't.
You
think
could shave
as
Pamela
Cotton.
Adlon and she could play Bobby. Just kidding.
All right, so we're at Hank.
Yeah, we're at Hank. The culmination of
How do you solve a problem like Maria? So,
I think Hank could be played by a number of characters.
so there's
Yeah,
a lot
everybody
of
says
people
Tom
out there
Hanks.
say Tom Hanks. I don't
Everybody
think that's
says
right.
Tom Hanks, but I like. I could even say Drew Carey.
See, I think Drew Carey is closer to me than Tom Hanks is.
Yeah,
Tom
me too.
Hanks. Tom Hanks is one of those actors that, at this point in his career, I can't believe him as anything else
Yeah, he's already been-
other than Tom Hanks.
He's already been everything.
It's
to
like The
be.
Rock. If I see The Rock, I see The Rock.
It's
I don't
The
see
Rock.
the character.
Yeah,
It's just The
because he's
Rock.
played. I mean, he's played so many like extremely like good character roles. It's
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to see him anymore. Like I don't know, his movies are good still. It's hard to see him anything other than his character.
Sure.
Well,
Well, he's got that new one coming out where he's like a grumpy old man.
yeah.
And that I think that's as close as he'll ever get to Hank.
Henry Dean Morgan,
So tell me who Henry Dean Morgan is.
McDreamy on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, that's right.
That guy. I think he would be good.
I have to look at a picture of him.
He
Give me a
played
second.
Negan.
Oh, he's Negan. Oh, yeah.
That
Oh,
guy.
1,000%.
Yeah. On.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
I
that
think
would
he
be
could
pretty
do. I
good.
think he could do a good Hank. I'm trying to think if there was another one I had on the. He kind of looks a little bit like Drew
Wow.
Carey actually,
When you look at a picture of Henry Dean Morgan,
with glasses on, and then
you shave him.
because he's got like kind of
does
chubby
kinda look
cheek.
like
He's got
Hank,
like that
doesn't he?
little. He's got that little cheap chub, the
Oh,
cheek chub
shit.
like Hank has.
That would be good, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one. There was another one I
Wow.
had.
Huh. How crazy would that be?
Yeah, I can't think.
You know,
I can't think of
and
who it
that's
is
my
now.
thing with a lot of these things. Like I would love to see them go with smaller actors rather than larger actors if they did something like this. You know, because
Oh, they would
again,
have to. Yeah, they would have
again,
to go
I don't want to
with
get
smaller
caught in
actors.
knowing who the actor is.
Yeah, they would have to.
You
They would
know?
have to do something. They would have to do something different. Yeah, they couldn't run with what we already know as people because that's tough.
That would be very hard.
That's really tough.
because
I wouldn't like. I mean, I would watch it, but it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be extremely ecstatic about it.
every there's no way you could please everybody. Number
No,
one,
definitely
No
couldn't.
way.
Well, you can never
No
please
way.
anybody ever please everybody.
You can't please everybody all the time, and that's something that you learn over time.
And that's something that you could take away from this podcast, if nothing else.
That's true.
There
That's
you
true.
go.
We are for a very specific number of you, and we want to thank all of you for listening. And
Yeah, we appreciate it so
will be
much.
back into our regular rotation starting on Monday.
Yeah, we'll be
Rusty,
back.
you want to tell them where they can find us?
Yeah, you can find us pretty much anywhere, but it's going to be BWAAAKOTH. We have a link tree, linktr.ee/BWAAAKOTH. And again, I want to thank everybody that's driving traffic to the YouTube and stuff, and driving traffic to everything really. But
Or just driving in traffic.
yeah, just driving in traffic, listening to us.
That's what you did all day.
Yeah, I did it
You
all
drove
day
in
long.
traffic.
I was trying to hit 40 subscribers by the end of the week that we're recording, but we're at 37 subscribers with 1,064 views. So I appreciate everybody looking at our YouTube stuff.
That's
So
really good.
Hopefully that keeps on growing.
And
Don't
the
forget to
YouTube-
subscribe and like it and everything.
The
The
YouTube-
links on the link tree.
Yeah, the YouTube thing is
And I've been
it's-
live streaming at home too.
Yeah.
I've been live streaming like video gameplay
cool.
and stuff. And I've linked that too on there. I talk about King of the Hill while I play video games.
I think that the YouTube is just an add-on for us. You know, this is always going to be our bread and butter here.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure. Yeah.
one thing that we talked about is maybe doing a few more of those live shows. You know,
Yeah,
trying
definitely.
To find some places that
I need the video for that too. If we could
Yeah,
get that,
yeah,
and
we
I'll
got
put
it.
that up.
Yeah, we'll put
I'll
it out.
put that up.
We'll put it out. Yeah. We're going through the process after a con. You have a lot of
stuff to filter
accumulated
through.
material,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've got all of our panels that'll be available. We've got all the live shows that'll be available. So
that'll be awesome.
Yeah, we did. I think 8 live shows during the con of
Yeah.
different podcasts.
Okay.
And then we had a couple of music-based ones that were up there. We had a band. We had then I think we had 12
Yeah,
different.
sounds like a success.
I think we had 12 different panels.
That's
And
great.
so, I think that we've learned a lot, and next year it'll be bigger and a little more fine-tuned, you know?
Yeah.
We got a couple of things in mind. So,
Well,
yeah,
can't
just
wait. Looking forward to
watch
it.
this space.
Looking forward to it.
Man, you turn around twice, and it's going to be 6 months later. So, you know, it'll come around
It'll be
quick.
there quick.
It'll come around
real
quick.
quick.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening,
Yeah, we
and
appreciate it.
we will see you again on Monday. And I think all that's left to say is
Take a salt tablet.
Wimatang.
Wimatanye.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.